We now heard from our players. Let's hear what our head coach, Roger de Saar, has to say about joining Ajax Cape Town.
Oh, it's gone pretty well. We took the guys away to George Neisner. We had a good pre-season camp. Get to know the players better, mix them up a bit with the newcomers, and it's gone well. We played a lot of games on the road, which was important for us. And now it's good to get started and see what all the work we've done has paid off. Oh, I think always the youth structure, there's no doubt about it. There's always a massive influx of good youth players that have come through the ranks. They're well taught, well groomed. And I think that's really the difference. You know, you don't have to teach basics to a lot of these kids because they come with a good background and a good pedigree of players. So hopefully that will serve us well. A lot of the young boys have been great. They've stepped up. Some of them I felt that were probably pushed too early last year, but they had to. It was a question of having to as opposed to a luxury. But I think this year they'll get even better. I think a lot of people ask you that. They ask you about mandates and things like that. I don't believe in that really. I believe in trying to win every game we play. That's all it is. There's no difference of you can't go out onto a pitch and play for a 1-0 loss or a draw. I think every game you play to win. And if you win all of them, you've done extremely well. So we've got to keep that in mind and focus on winning every game. And it doesn't matter which 11 we put out. We've got a job to do. I think firstly it's great to be here. It's a lovely city to live in. The people have been outstanding, but I've always known that, and I've always said I'm kind of semi-grated to Cape Town from Joburg. Lovely place to live, probably one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and a great club to work for, great facilities and very good people, and I'm very thankful for the way I've been received, and I just hope we can bring some glory to the town. Oh, definitely. I think it's always nice when the season starts. We can't wait to get going, measure ourselves against everybody else and try and improve on a few areas that we need to and have lots of fun. Always tough. I mean, they're the champions of South Africa. They're a good team, a lot of very, very good players. We all know that. So we've got to really be at our best. If you want to beat Sundowns or any side actually in the PSL, we've got to perform at our best all the time. Yeah, that will be nice. It's a massive stadium to fill, I know that, but I think the results hopefully will be good and people will enjoy coming to watch.
You've now heard from our players at Ajax Cape Town and our coach, Roger de Saar. Stay tuned, because after the break, we get to hear some of the history at Ajax Cape Town, check out the facility at Ikamva, and chat to Marketing Director Alexi Evstafio.
Ajax Cape Town have embarked on the most extensive community programme in the country. I'm a full-time member of staff, and on a daily basis I go out into various communities across Cape Town dealing with kids of all ages, races, giving them soccer coaching and, more importantly, life skills. Okay, we've got 6 programmes that fall under the umbrella of the Ajax Community Scheme. The first 2 are based at primary schools across the Western Cape. The first one is called Kick and Learn, where I go to a school for a 6-week time period, 1 hour once a week. We do half an hour of life skills, teaching the kids about drugs, nutrition, gangsterism, HIV and AIDS, all relevant subjects in the communities that they are living in. After they have completed the half an hour of life skills, we then reward them by taking them outside and playing five-a-side football activity. That programme we call Kick and Learn. It's done at over 140 primary schools across the Western Cape for a 6-week period, like I said. The second programme is called Urban Soccer. That takes place after school hours, and there we do an hour of pure soccer coaching using obviously the advanced Ajax techniques of coaching soccer. So those are the 2 that we base at primary schools. Then we also work with street kids. We do a programme on a Thursday called Street Sweep, where we bring street kids to Ikamva for 2 hours, where they are exposed to world-class facilities, training on these wonderful fields, and obviously getting life skills. And the plan there is to try and integrate these street kids back into society and, more importantly, back into school. We also do a programme called Ajax Hotspots that is done in conjunction with the South African Police Force. There in the evenings between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, where kids are left to their own devices, they finish with school, parents are still at work, they catch on unsociable behaviour. We, in conjunction with the police, go to these areas where they're congregating, set up football activity, giving the kid a choice. They then come off the streets, come away from the smoking, come away from the gangsterism because of the love for soccer. So we're basically using soccer as a tool to get the kids off the street and involved in physical activity, reducing crime statistics in these crime-ridden communities, which is obviously beneficial for the SEPs and beneficial for Ajax. Then we also do a program called Ajax Holiday Clinics. Every time there is a school holiday, we run holiday programs here at Ikamva. It's 2 days, we divide it into age groups. 6 to 10-year-olds come on the Monday and Tuesday, and 10 to 15-year-olds come on the Wednesday and Thursday. From 9 o'clock until 3 o'clock, they get a full day of soccer coaching, they get lunch, they meet the heroes, the first team players, and again, it allows the parents to go to work and know that their kids are in a safe environment during the school holidays doing physical activity, which is obviously something which is good. Otherwise, they're at home playing PlayStation, getting unfit, which is not what we want. So those are basically the 6 programs that we do. The newest one is called Ajax Awareness, which takes place on a Friday. There we go to the Model C schools, because most of our work is done at the underprivileged communities, but we also are aware that Model C schools, these kids also need education. Just because they come from more affluent backgrounds doesn't mean that they're not exposed to drugs and gangsterism. So on a Friday we go to the Model C schools, again doing the life skills and the soccer coaching. And that's the 6 programs that we do. Well, in terms of success, the success is that every child that we target gets exposed to Ajax, gets exposed to football activity. The crime figures in the communities that we are working at have been reduced. At most of the schools that we've attended to, you see attendance figures have increased and behaviour patterns have improved. So those are the successes. There have been 1 or 2 players that we have spotted out in the communities that have come and are now part of the Ajax Academy, but that isn't the overall aim of the community. That's a knock-on effect. The big aim and the big success is that the kids are moving away from a life on the streets exposed to drugs and gangsterism and are now engaging themselves in physical activity. So that is the success. We fall under the philosophy of the football club. The football club's philosophy is simple: no youth, no future. The community has taken that on to another level. We have now said it's no youth, no future. No youth depending on no matter what your football skills level. The academy deals with the best of the best. We're looking at the best soccer players. The community scheme is simply taking the Ajax brand out to all communities, regardless of their skill, regardless of their abilities. It's open to every single child. They've just got to have a love for the game. So we are basically saying to the youth of Cape Town, we are your football club. We care about you. We want to try and help you, whether it be through football or through life skills, because our aim is to make every child a better person, not a better soccer player, to make them a better human being, and that is what we are achieving.
There you heard it from our community scheme developer Riyad Khan. After the break, we get to speak to our marketing director, Alexi of Sathio.